you.
Yep.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Paper Guy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it's the Hump Day Happy Hour Salute. And we went off the rails before we even started. That's a new record.
Mhm.
Today, Mr. Magazine actually brought some stuff by, and we had Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire.
It was good. It was good.
Very good.
Yeah. What else is good?
What else is good?
Gorgeous Guy Guru's good, right? He's in the house.
Right.
Hopefully it's a he. I don't really know.
Right.
Marvelous Mr. Hot Wheels is here nice and early. How's it going? Future Fun Lovin's good in the house. Hold on. Say it.
Oh, thanks today for my WW Pleasure Island brochure. Great edition of my collection. Ready to enjoy the show. There we go.
Right, moving on. Supersede the Lights is in the house. How's it going? Cool Cosmic Thrifter's in the house. How you doing?
What was in that shot? Oh my goodness.
Fun, little fun loving. right. And Delightful Dawn's in the house. Say it.
Hell, oh, from you.
Heyo.
There you go. Hello.
Oh, driver of the decade is in the house. Aaron Whitmore. He's rest up. You got a big golf match tomorrow. Hopefully your he drove cross country for me for like a week. Him and his buddy Dan. So.
I did that to get away from you once.
Oh, I was glad I didn't have a headache for a week. Awesome Antiquarians in the house. Awesome Anik. And the A's have it. Aaron, Antiquarian, Anik.
You're shut out of a cannon
What else we got? Lovely Linda's here.
Wow.
Good evening. Y'all back at you. Juicy Jim's in the house. Avoid Lloyd.
You're going to sleep well tonight.
Triple three-wheeler. Think about that. Triple three-wheeler. Does that mean it's 6 wheels?
9, right?
We're about to find
Be
out.
9 wheels.
Well, that's if you're multiplying. Cool Karen's in the house. Jay-Z Jeff is in the house. And we are ready to rock and roll.
All right. We shall start the show as we always do. We're going to ask you out there if you could tell us how your sales are online. And Mr. Magazine, why don't you lead us off? Put us all to shame.
I wish my sales were hot like this room. Because if my sales were hot like this room, I'd be in fuego. Unfortunately, my sales are not hot. eBay is horrid. Amazon's okay. Website's a little cool. DVD site's crazy. But eBay, like the worst 2 weeks since like pre-COVID easily.
Really?
Let's see. When was it? Tuesday was a horrid day. Today we bounced back today. I don't know why. I don't know what the reason is, but we doubled our sales by like noon today from the day before. So,
wow.
But still, we're holding our own. Luckily, we got enough going on in all these sites, and Aaron keeps bringing me inventory to put on these adult sites, and we're making money. So, we're holding our own. All right, we got Swamp in the house. How's it going? Ephemera, nonetheless. Nice Nova's in the house. Mr. Magazine. Yeah, well, we will soon find out. Here we go. Say it.
If Putrid and Stagnant had a baby, it would be my sales.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. That's not good.
Oh, lovely, Linda. What do we got going on?
See, now Linda's better. All right.
Awesome. Eric, what can we do here?
Oh, thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate
making
that.
me blush.
Hopefully I am Batman, but we'll never know.
Really slow.
Michael. All right.
Michael.
Juicy John.
Michael, are you going to be going to the Allentown Paper Show again in a couple of weeks? I will see you there if you are. My sales are down only because I put everything on 7-day shipping. Way too busy with my other job to ship out anytime besides Saturday. Okay, interesting. Interesting.
Mr. Hot Wheels.
Elevator sales up and down. There you go.
Cool Kelly's in the house.
Strong until I hit a brick wall last Thursday and yesterday. It all evens out.
Something going on with yesterday. You said yesterday was good for you.
Yeah.
Bad for me.
Yeah.
And today's the other way around.
I have a good 2 months. Then this week happened.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh gosh, no, never here. Never. Maybe one time in my life, but never again. It was not a good moment for me.
Well, actually, that's a good rambling story. I'll tell you what to talk about later. Go ahead.
All right, we got it.
Allentown, very good.
Right.
Very good. I'm reconfiguring both my eBay stores so sales are back and forth. Yeah, no, that always happens too when you do a lot of work on stuff. Back on track. There you go.
Awesome. Amazon's in the house. How's it going? Cool, Karen. Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, come on by. It is Columbus Day weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Allentown Paper Show. Come on by. And nice, the market is right across the street from there too, and that's really nice as well. Eat at the Amish place for breakfast. It's really good. Free plug to them.
Hmm.
Started scheduling 3 to 5 items a day and sales them and study. And that's funny. I'm doing basically the same thing. I list a couple of items in the morning and then I schedule an item to list. It allows you to list out 15 days. So I schedule an item to list out 15 days. That way I figure anytime I'm gone, I've at least got items going up. So I'm as well. And I know somebody else just said they've got like 150 items in drafts. So they're not doing the scheduling, but they're listing like 20 items a day off of drafts. So they list a lot of things save a lot of things as drafts, and then they go in every day and list them. So if they have like a weekend, rather than listing a whole bunch of items on the weekend, they save things as drafts and list them. A couple of us are doing things, scheduling them out as well, just trying to keep the listings pretty steady.
Gotcha. Well, Lucky Lee's in the house.
Oh, hello, Lucky Lee. Cheers.
He's back. We got it.
Study sold 3 postcards for a total 100. Whoa, that would make me very happy.
Yeah.
That would make me very happy.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Weekly eBay sales average of around 120, and that includes shipping costs for the past 4. Ouch. That's a little tough there.
Well, at least you don't have to pay eBay a lot.
There you go. Oh, you can schedule out 21? I don't think we can. Maybe I'll have to check. Maybe it is 21. Maybe it is 21 now.
Just like blackjack.
There you go. I'll have to check that, Don. Maybe it is 21.
Okay.
Currently 20, 30 listings scheduled each day from now till October.
Oh,
Wow,
nice.
look at
A
that.
month out. Pretty cool.
So my sales.
How were your sales?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Amazon's holding its own, which again, I've probably listed less than 100 items on Amazon this year. So that's pretty impressive. It's holding its own. Whatnot had been going pretty good, and then it kind of hit a brick wall the last couple of auctions I've had, but it happens. Today is not a particularly good day on eBay, but it had been good from about Sunday on. So I don't know what's going on eBay, but again, it had been pretty good.
And when are you retiring?
I don't know. Who keeps track of that stuff? 25 weeks, 2 days, but who's counting? So I have sold 1 item on $million.dollar.peddlers over on eBay, 1 item on Biblio.
Oh, wow.
And 7 items on Etsy, including 1 book that I tried to give people big profits for on Whatnot.
Every week, they're not taking advantage.
They are not. Take advantage of me. I'm begging you. Yeah, so I did sell an item that did not sell on Whatnot. I put it on over there. Friend and I ingested some gummies at a Red Wings game and didn't realize the game had ended. There you go. 23 out of 41 sales were promoted. So running about 55% like it has been. And 102 offers, which again, last week was 98. So offers are staying steady. And 37 of them were on older items. How about buys? Anybody out there buying anything?
What am I buying? Everything I'm buying is out of state and Aaron's delivering it to me. Honestly, I'm not buying much locally. I do have a local guy that's been bringing me stuff, every 2 or 3 days, $50 to $100 for years. Guess what he came in with yesterday?
What?
1974 Dungeons and Dragons. It's like a 3-part book, or, set with booklets and stuff to play. Sealed.
Oh,
still sealed.
Oh my.
$1,000 to $2,000.
Nice.
Yeah.
Should get it graded.
I was thinking about that. It was just the whole time consuming thing, and it's only 1 item. And, who grades it? AFA?
I think CGC.
CGC will grade it.
Oh, maybe. Well, they grade the modules.
Yeah, AFA for sure. Okay. Well, it's thick like a box. So,
I don't know.
All right. Let's see.
2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
Did you buy them for me, Don? Still not buying. Still feels good. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Couple auctions, no buys for Kelly. Oh,
holy heck, Robin. Nice Nanette's in the house.
Oh, there you go. Hello, Nanette.
Good.
Good to see you.
Hopefully your Whatnot's better than...
Yes, I had a couple of bad shows. It happens. $120. Yeah, what is that, like 40 cents though, Don? I don't know. Something.
40 cents. It's so insulting.
All right, 75. No buys. Went to a local thrift, not Goodwill, and their prices have tripled from the last time I was there 6 months ago. Ouch. Didn't buy a thing there.
Do you think that I'm acting silly from that shop because I'm intermittent fasting? I'm really not eating much the last 3 days.
Probably.
Water and like only a 5-hour window of food. All right, moving on.
$300 the last 2 weeks in inventory. All right.
All right.
Huge lot of loose sports cards, thousands, and found some autographed picks for the Yankees and some jerseys hidden in a tote. Wow.
Nice.
That's a nice little bonus,
nothing wrong with
especially if
that.
you didn't know it was there. That's a very nice bonus.
Definitely.
Not buying it until I figure out what is going on with eBay, inconsistent as I've ever seen it.
I don't know when it's going to get.
I was going to say, if you're waiting for
Yeah,
eBay to straighten
yeah.
out, you're not buying for a long
Yep.
time.
Oh, thank you. Now I know. First thing since Monday that wasn't water.
So you're probably going to ask me a question. Oh, ephemera in Canada.
What have
Nice.
you bought?
Oh, I'm glad you asked me. I've been doing all my purchasing out of state because I went to Ohio for that
Oh,
show.
that's right. Wow, okay. Kind of like me. But you're actually going there. I'm not going there.
No, you have your minions do it. I'm my own minion. So I will be having a haul video, or we will be having a haul video going up. It's on the phone right now. I've got to bribe a random neighborhood kid to come on over here and help me get it off the phone and get it up. So it will not be this coming Monday, probably the following Monday. It should be up. Good haul video up over there. So some fun stuff. 20 Jimmy Buffett CDs and DVDs. One DVD sold for $80.
Nice,
Oh my.
nice. Good stuff.
That's a nice little buy right over there. It was a beautiful, beautiful weather out there, but I only spent about $350. So
not bad. It's not chump change.
Yeah, given that last time I spent $600, it wasn't very, very good over there. But guess who was at that show, Mr. Magazine?
Auction Professor.
He was not able to make it.
Prime time.
He was not able to make
Mr.
it.
Buys a lot.
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, we know it wasn't Jimmy Buffett.
It was not. Whatnot was there.
Oh, wow.
So they were actually set up there. They were giving out big yellow bags for people to walk around with their logo on it and all that. So that was kind of cool. So I was talking to them for a while, and they said, oh, yeah, some people are actually having shows. And somebody was there having a show. And I said, oh, cool. How do you sign up for a show? And they said, oh, let's check. We have tomorrow first show at 11 o'clock available, 11 to 11:30. I said, sign me up. So I actually did a show live from the Whatnot booth. First time I had ever done a show not on Wi-Fi. I actually used my 5G. No problems at all.
Wow.
The only problem.
What did you sell?
Stuff that I bought.
You bought there? Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
So I'll tell you. I spent $9.50 on the stuff that I sold, and I sold it for $77. So not bad for an overnight type deal.
Yeah.
You know, throwing it together. I threw it together in the hotel room and put it up. Then I shipped it out when I got home. So that was pretty cool. The only problems were when I was doing the show, they were broadcasting the show on a computer so people walking by could see. So it was like this. And we're live. I'm Papergoy. And then a second later, I would hear, and we're live. I'm Papergoy. And you got to get out of your head that you keep hearing yourself talking and be like, this is a great lot. This is a great lot. And I'm like, shut up. And the other problem is nobody really seemed to understand that I was doing a show. So there's a super loud noise all around. And so I've got to be right over my phone, almost yelling into my phone to be able to talk over the din of noise. But it was pretty cool to do that, though, as far as that goes. And again, you know, I'm not getting rich off $77, but to get $77 off of a $9.50 worth of stuff that I bought the day before, that's pretty good turnaround time. And it was only a half an hour show.
It pays for a meal and some gas or something, whatever.
Yeah. And it was only a half an hour show.
Cool.
You know, so had I been able to do like a 2-hour show or something like that, I'm sure I would have done a lot better. Yeah, we could have done a lot better.
Donna has something important to say, though.
Please hit the like button, people. Definitely. So that was cool. Oops. What did
and that's got some going on here.
Found some nice cigarette trading cards.
Very cool.
Nice. Chugging Mike's Hard Lemonade.
I don't blame you.
Signed Buffett book, and eBay thought it was counterfeit. Oh,
jeez,
man.
Why would they think that? It's crazy.
Somebody could have complained and something.
They better be reputable.
Well, that's the problem with eBay, though, is anybody could say it. Anybody could say it. Yeah, so that was pretty cool on that orders thing. So now we're going to head on into Paper Whatnot Star Seller live on location. There you go. Repeated completely eliminates my ability to think. Yeah, luckily I don't have that ability to begin. with, so I don't have so far to go. We're going to head on into Glitch of the Week. I got 3 of them this week. Oh, the other neat thing is, too, they actually sent me the link for Discord for Whatnot, because I didn't have that, so now I'm set up on Discord on there.
Cool. Nice.
Reddit. I go over on Reddit to look at things. Oh, your head's completely disappeared. That was pretty cool.
Let's try from the sweat.
Reddit had a server error. You couldn't get on Reddit for a while yesterday, so that was fun. Did you have a problem with eBay shipping labels the other day?
Well, I'm not selling much, so probably not.
Well, I had the problem where it would not print. Had the same problem with print. So then I had to click and I had to open it on the desktop. Then I had to click on the print icon from the desktop to be able to get the labels to print out. But then when I restarted the computer the next morning, it worked fine. So it was some kind of a glitch. But the winner this week of Glitch of the Week, a special shout out to Whatnot. So
they're like 50% of the big glitches, huh?
I don't know if you were aware that I did a live show in Springfield, Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
And I was actually sitting next to the next seller. We each had a half an hour sales. And then we were to raid, which is there's a button. You put the @ sign and you put the name of the next seller.
Okay.
And there's a raid button. You push the raid, do that. And then all of your watchers go to the next sale.
Okay.
So I put the @ sign. I start typing the name in. I can't get it. So I'm like, am I doing something wrong? So the Whatnot people came over.
Mm-hmm.
It took them 2 minutes on my phone to be able to get the raid right. And they work for the company. And you hear them going, this isn't working right. It's not filling in right. Hold on. We're going to get this. This isn't working right. So that was absolute classic glitch of the week.
Gosh.
And I felt a lot better that it wasn't just my incompetence when the people that work for the company couldn't get that to work right.
Lucky losing the house.
I needed a break from packing. Nice. Nice. We're jealous. So Whatnot wins the glitch of the week this week. The item of the week. Mr. Magazine always has a way of raining on my parade and putting me down, which he never realizes. He's a humble bragger, and he always loves to make me feel small.
Oh, whatever.
So Mr. Magazine has gotten into buying some original art, and I had the opportunity to pick up some original art. So I was able to get it at a good price at Heritage.
Cool.
And if you would take a look here, Mr. Magazine, I'd like you to read. What does that say that this originally cost?
$200.
$200 piece of art I got Mr. Magazine.
Ooh, nice.
For his birthday next year, because I've already given him his Christmas present. So right before the show, I'm all happy. I've got this piece of art. I'm set to give it to him as a surprise on the show for his birthday next year. Wonderful. He, meanwhile, starts showing me some art that he's been looking at, that he's been purchasing. And what did you say about the one piece of Star Wars art that you had the chance to purchase?
It was, what do they call it again?
Jar Jar. Who wants
Jar
that?
Jar. Oh, yeah. So, no, hold on. Before we get into that, there was Duel of Fate scene. There was Darth Maul. Cool fight scenes from Hoth. Real cool scenes. And then there's Jar Jar. I mean, really.
So what I was going to give Mr. Magazine for his birthday next year is this original art, which features Jar Jar Banks.
Oh.
It's from a UK Star Wars magazine, one of a kind original art. $200 value on the back was originally sold for. And Mr. Magazine tells me right before showtime, I do not like Jar Jar Banks.
So you got someone with a gun. You got Jar Jar. It's cool. It's very cool. I do like it.
Now, what do you notice interesting about that artwork in general?
I don't know.
That's small for original art.
Mm.
Usually it's a lot bigger for original art.
Yes, that's the ones I'm getting. I think are that same size.
You can't really see over there. So this is Mr. Magazine's present that he doesn't want. Jar Jar Banks from a UK Star Wars. It's yours. You can put it through the shredder when you're done.
I'm kidding, of course.
Of course.
I'll go right in my collection next to Darth Vader, Boba Fett, Jabba the Hutt.
She's turning the shredder on as we speak. Wow.
Oh, good stuff going on here. All right. Cool. Catherine's in the house. Guy Yowza loves it. See, all caps, baby.
It's very rare
Yeah.
piece of paper. All right, we're going to head on into the insulting offer of the week. Not a lot of them this week. Mr. Magazine had a $140 Tua ticket. So now, what was this ticket?
His first game.
And it was graded, correct?
Yeah, it was graded, and well, he's hot now, so I think that's
right. It's
why,
football season. He's hot. He's a good player right now. $140, Mr. Magazine wanted on it. $63 offer.
That covers the shipping and tax.
Mr. Magazine had a 1960s New York Yankees bobblehead gold base, $77, a $15 offer. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What would a brand new bobblehead cost?
Oh, $20 million.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure.
The cheapest ones that are plastic junk, they sell for like $10. But
yeah,
most of the ones like that style now would be $50 probably. You know, if they were making them new today.
They do look like we're in a vortex. That is true. But the winner for this week. wow. I'm getting heckled left and right.
Good times.
Oh, I was going to buy all of you Jar Jar art. November 1980 Melody Maker magazine. Mr. Magazine wanted $27 on it. He got a $1.85 offer. That is kind of funny to offer $1.85. That really is.
You're putting way more effort into it. You're putting a lot of effort into a low offer.
2 sheets to the wind. Exactly. We're having fun tonight. We are having fun tonight. That's the important thing.
Can't wait till we double the shots.
Get it? Wookiee Leaks.
Yeah.
Wookiee Leaks. I got it.
How wooed.
Couple of customer issues. Well, you had one over there, Mr. Magazine.
I did.
Don't you? Or is it on your phone? Or
is
you
going to be the rambling story? Or did you want to do?
All right,
let me do it as a rambling story.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do this rambling story.
All right.
But we do have to talk about our buddy here as well.
Yep. We'll do that in a minute. Yep. So I bought some record boxes. They hadn't even been shipped yet when I was out of town. Now, they were supposed to get here, and then I checked, and they hadn't even been shipped yet. So I reached out to the gentleman. Oh, let me look into it. He then ships it that day, which was the day it was supposed to get there. Then it's marked as delivered Monday morning, except it was delivered to a wrong zip code. And I think you've had that problem before too with FedEx, where they must bring it to the distribution center and mark it as delivered. And so I had to put in my complaint that it hadn't gotten here yet. And I've not had to do that too often before, but it is kind of crazy. It's like, contact the shipper and find out where it is. And I'm like, no, I'm not contacting the shipper.
Oh, we contacted them one time when we didn't get it past. Something I bought, FedEx said they delivered. I never got it. And they knew nothing when we called them. They had no help whatsoever.
Well, my other thought is I'm protected by eBay. I can prove that I didn't get it. Why am I calling the shipper and tracking it down?
Right.
If I don't get it, I get my money back. The seller in that instance should be contacting the shipper because he's the one who's got skin in the game. I don't have skin in the game at that point. But my favorite this week is overweight Star Wars fanatic who drinks too much coffee, Java the Hutt. Do you get it? Java?
I do.
Java coffee. It's the name for coffee.
Yeah, good.
Do you get it?
Stuff. Yeah.
Reddit for whatnot. So I went on there while it was not down, and I mentioned how great it was to see whatnot out there, that I was excited to see that they were, coming out to events and all that kind of stuff. Now, someone commented, they set up at TCG conventions all the time. In fact, they're at one now. Now, you may never have noticed this, Mr. Magazine, but there's a part of my personality that I can be a real jerk if I want to be. I don't know if you probably never noticed it.
I remember when we did that emergency landing. Oh, that's a good rambling story next time.
There you go. I can be a jerk at times. And I didn't particularly like his dismissive attitude where he's like, So I responded back.
Did he say the jerk store called and they're all out of you?
He did not, but he probably would have. So I commented back. I don't know that. How would I know? I've never been to a TCG convention before. I'm an adult.
Oh my God, that's great. That's good stuff. That is good stuff.
He then says, as our 99.99% of the 40,000 people attending, I said, I'll take your word for it. I have to work. So Yeah, he rubbed me the wrong way on that. Few other interesting other things over here. You know how I know your sales are putrid, Mr. Magazine?
Hardly any problems.
That's one reason. The other reason why is because on Monday morning, I put in for deadbeats, people that haven't paid. I sit there and I get you your money back. I had to put in for one deadbeat.
Wow.
And you only had 6 total unpaid items when usually you have 20 to 30. You only had 6 unpaid items.
It doesn't seem like there's many international buyers that are buying multiple items and can't combine either, because they would be deadbeats at some point too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that they figured out that they're not buying on eBay right now just because of the way the eBay shipping is over there.
Yeah.
Salty go. Hey, there you go. You're going to say hi to Michelle? She came in.
Oh, Michelle. Marvelous Michelle's here. How's it going?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Did you see, do you know who Kevin Smith is?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jane Silent Bob.
There you go. Yep, from Clerks and all that. Yep.
He's selling off. Well, you can tell him.
He's selling off his personal collection of original artwork.
Right, I know. Over
at Go Collect.
Wow, nice.
Yep. So a lot of really good pieces. So if you're in the market, and everything is starting at $10.
Wow.
Yep. So he's selling that off, and he will give you a signed certificate of authenticity as well that it came from his
That's cool.
collection.
Oh, nice. When's it end?
That I don't know.
So looking, I might buy a few things now. Maybe some. Do you have any Jar Jar art? It's a hot commodity now.
It's rare. Most of it goes through shredders. So the next thing I wrote down here, and I don't know what it means. It punched your like button. There you go. UK buyer kept buying cars, asked for a combined invoice to reset the 4 day. After 5th day, I see their pay. I'm canceling. I ended up canceling this morning. Yep.
Stupid eBay policy.
So I wrote something down here. It means nothing to me, Mr. Magazine. Maybe you can help me. Joe Janowitz.
So Joe Janowitz is a friend of mine. We've done some business over the years. He had a massive high-grade comic collection that he consigned to Heritage, and he's now retired, but he's writing comics and books and stuff, and he's a local celebrity, I guess. Yeah, just like you. Anyways, right now he's in the midst of a comic book called Hell-o-Ween. And I guess it's costing a lot. There's a lot more involved with this book now. So he actually has a Kickstarter started to generate some money if anyone's willing to look into it and see how he's doing. He's had a big background in local comics. He's made a ton of them over the last few years. One of the artists is local Ken Wheaton. Everyone knows that guy. But anyways, look into Kickstarter for the book Hell-o-Ween. And if you like it and want to donate a few bucks to get it off the ground so he can sell them, that'd be great.
He's got tiers from $1 you get nothing for. You can just donate $1, but you can go from $5 on up, and the $5 you get a PDF of the book, $10 you get a physical copy of the book signed by the wonderful Mr. Janowitz.
Nice.
On up to a $300 level as well. He's done some good work in the past. So definitely if you're into Halloween things like that, go over to Kickstarter and check out Halloween.
And I think the more you pay, you can get like original art from it. You can get variant
signed
covers,
things. You
stuff,
can get,
so
different
it's
things
worth,
like that.
throwing a few bucks there. So we're going to do that right after we get off here as well. So I appreciate that.
Or try to trade him a Jar Jar Binks art.
There you go. I could probably own that book.
There you go. So this I found really, really interesting, and I want to see what you think about this.
All right.
A gentleman purchased something at an estate sale in Connecticut.
Okay.
It was what he thought was an old print. He got it home, took it out of the frame, and it turned out it was 2 original photos from the 1890s from Alfred Stieglitz, who is a famous photographer. And there's only like 5 copies of this photo that are out from the time of issuance, and this was the only one that was ever exhibited, blah, 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 blah. And I believe it's been over on Christie's. Oh, yeah, yep, we can do that. Yep, I will. It was over on Christie's, I believe, and they're expecting it to sell for $250,000.
Wow, nice.
So that's a nice little find he had.
Jeez.
Here's the part that I think is crazy.
Okay.
He bought it at an estate sale in Connecticut thinking it was just a print. He paid $2,200.
Wow.
It's not like he paid $5 for it and got $250,000.
Right. Yeah. Right.
He paid $2,200 on a chance at an estate sale.
Yeah, 1%.
takes a set of something
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
have.
he must have really liked it or thought the prints were good because it was so old. Wow.
That's a lot of money to put into something or other, not really knowing. The guy's got more money than me. Another thing over here. Oh, Whatnot is sending out weekly updates now to sellers. So that's pretty cool, telling you all about the site and all the new things they're doing. So that's fun. A gentleman's father died. The gentleman went out in the garage and found his dad's coin collection. A lot of sealed proof sets from the 40s, 50s, like cases of sealed proof sets, all that kind of things. Went at auction, I believe over in Heritage, $987,000 for this coin collection that the guy found out there. $987,000
in his garage.
Yeah, his dad had been
his
dad had been buying proof coins back in the 40s and 50s, just sets of them, cases and whatever, just left them all out there. They found them and they were $987,000. Wow, $45 off.
Heritage. You go to a local, coin guy. Forget it. You probably get $50,000.
Well, there was another guy I just read about who was going through his grandfather's stuff, and it was a scrapbook. He was going to throw it out, and then he looked, and there were a few T205 baseball cards, that kind of stuff in there.
Yeah.
There was some Boston set from 1915, 1919, something like that. It was giveaways from a garter company. It's the only complete set known, and they think it's hundreds of thousands of dollars for the set, and that's going up for auction as well.
Crazy.
Why is Yoda such a good gardener? Because he has wait for it, here it comes, a green thumb.
Nice.
Do you get it? Because people with green thumbs are good gardeners.
I do get that. Yeah.
He's green, so his thumb's green. All right, just making sure you got it.
Cool.
Remember I mentioned last week about the Freddie Mercury auction, Mr. Magazine?
Yeah, you did.
It's up over $50 million they've gotten out of that auction.
God. Holy cow.
That's a little bit of money. Yeah. So you're wondering why Whatnot and eBay aren't going so good?
Yeah.
All the money went to Freddie Mercury's estate. Jeez Louise. And for those of you out there who are members of Auction Professor, Don, good friend of the channel, his Patreon, he actually has a video up today about Whatnot. And spoiler alert, he's not a fan.
I was going to ask you. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Are you familiar with the Vertigo comic Fables?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, Bill Willingham works for it, or writes it.
I thought you were talking about Brian Austin Green right now because he has vertigo.
Yes, that was also what I was talking about. Okay. And Alfred Hitchcock. So Bill Willingham writes for it, and he was rather unhappy with the way that DC Comics was treating him, that they weren't paying him the money they were supposed to pay him, and that every time there was a question, it always went in DC's favor, and he couldn't reach an agreement with them on it. So you know what he did?
Quit.
He thought it would cost too much money to sue. He put the title in the public domain. So if you want to use the title or any of the characters from it, go ahead. They're public domain.
And it's his right to do that.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. He basically said, rather have everybody out there being able to use the characters and have fun with them than have DC make this money that he doesn't feel they deserve.
Jeez. Crazy.
So if you want to have the Fables characters meet Superman next year, go ahead.
Cool. Panini Paul is in the house. How's it going? And I think
trying to picture Anna Nicole Smith for some reason. There you go.
You know who's buying those?
Benji Brock. A couple of other things over here. Remember last week I was mentioning that there was a Superman CGC 7.5 playbill up at Heritage?
Yes.
It ended up going for $36 plus buyer's premium, so about $65.
So you bought it?
I did not.
No.
But $65. So now we know what a Superman playbill grade it is.
Wow.
And E-commerce Bites had an article. eBay seduces YouTube critics with special access. So if you're a big YouTuber, eBay will do special things for you, give you some sneak previews. However, you're signing an NDA and you can't talk about it. So basically they're trying to get all the big YouTubers on their side is what they're trying to do. I can say we have not signed that. We are not getting any special access to eBay. And we're not going to sign it, darn it.
Okay, we have it.
So come out and said that. All right. Special access and NDAs. Yeah, exactly. All right, we're going to head on into the main topic today. Are you ready, Mr. Magazine?
I'm ready. Can't wait.
How, now, brown cow, how will your reselling change in 2024? And the reason I'm asking this is we're heading into the Christmas season.
Mm-hmm.
You may have some grand ideas, things that you want to change, things that you know you need to do differently. Probably the wrong time to do that, the wrong time to tweak your business, unless you are like an outdoor swimming pool in upstate New York, is the middle of winter. You clean swimming pools, maybe in the middle of winter is a good time to look over things. If you are a retail seller, you don't want to change stuff during Christmas. So do what you got to do from now till the end of the year.
Yeah.
But what are you changing up, or what do you see needs to be changed up next year, and why?
If things are going the way they are right now, 2, 3, 4 months down the road, certainly going to be dumping more time and inventory into the website, the adult end of it, the DVD site. These collections we bought, you're talking about 50,000 pieces, and our sales just keep increasing. In the last 6 months, we've increased 10% each month in sales on the website and a DVD site. So that's one good thing. Amazon steady, so we're going to keep putting on, new toys, records, things of that nature that sell, comic books, things we sell a lot of on Amazon. eBay is what we're going to change up. We're definitely going to start ending some listings and moving them onto other sites. Hopefully, like we said in the past, might end all the records, put them on Discogs. Clothing, Poshmark. So we're definitely going to shrink our eBay inventory down. Maybe transfer some more, not adult stuff, but we got some photos and things that
like
eBay
pin up and girly.
Yeah, we'll transfer some of that to the website as well. And right now between the eBay fees, I'm not saying we're breaking even, but it's probably not worth the effort of what we have in the effort we're putting into it right now. Now, mind you, we're not listing a lot of stuff on eBay, and eBay's been good. The good days we've had recently is if we have something good to list. If we got a $100 figure or a signed photo for $100, the common $10, $20 stuff is non-existent anymore. So we got to keep putting fresh new stuff that's better on. If not, then we're just going to have to move everything over and go from there.
Okay, that's interesting.
And there's a possibility that Whatnot could be in our future next year.
Whoa, breaking news.
We might run an
Stop
experiment.
the clock.
I'm actually thinking about next year trying to hire someone that has a Whatnot background to work part-time for me.
To run auctions for you.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear you. I'd love to hear your spiel. Come on, everybody. Welcome in. Come on. We've got some great items today. We got to get it up there for sale.
Are we done yet? That's it. Just like the way I used to walk through.
You sprinted through
sales.
flea markets. Yeah, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. You had a record-setting time through a garage sale. I haven't seen anyone actually say they've even talked to him. Well, Guide Guru, the thing is, they can't.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Sell faster, which take up less space. Yep. Change my sourcing. Going to spend more time sourcing and being way more picky.
Good idea.
Articles taken from one person's perspective aren't aware e-commerce boasts a certain following that only needs to publish certain articles to get clicks. Right. That's true. Stop buying so much. We all know that's a lie. That's true. Scaling down. I'll be sold out by August 2024. Wow. Oof. Wow. I'm jealous.
I wish I could say that.
Leaving comments alone. Post less. I post less.
Good. That's a great idea. I don't know what's going to take to hire. I've been trying,
Jar Jar Binks artwork.
I started at $5 and gone up to 10. He won't bite. And that's for the year.
Yeah, people going, might have a little more free time. Maybe. Rumor is get rid of everything, retire in 25 weeks. Wow, there you go, Jeff.
You're not the only one.
That's my plan also. Give us some insight on Martha Stewart. What's hot for Christmas? Jar Jar Binks artwork.
Yep.
It was going for $200 originally. Yeah. So the reason I was thinking about this is I had a problem years ago. I would say 2014. Up until then, I was doing really well. Sales were increasing every year, and I had a down year. Mm-hmm. And then I had a down year in 15, and I had a down year in 16. And it was about 4 to 5 years of down years. And I didn't change anything. I kept doing everything exactly the way that I was doing it. And my top line and my bottom line kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller every year. And finally I said, if I don't change something up, this isn't going to be good. Get a job with Mr. Mag. Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to say this right here. He will get a 401k match. He will get, what else can we do for you? What else you want? Obviously, vacation time, sick time, and I'll even give him a percentage of the company.
Whoa, hey now, of the whatnot portion of it.
Yeah, and eBay and whatnot.
Thanks. All the magazines I can pull out of the trash.
Okay. I have thrown a bunch out. What are you going to do with it?
But yeah, no, that was the problem that I was having. And it was 2011 to 2017. And I was very, very slow to make changes. You've heard the old story about the frog in the boiling water, that you just turn it up slowly. And next thing you know is the water's boiling, and he didn't realize it. I was kind of in that spot as well, that my sales were going down. My bottom line was going down year after year after year, but I wasn't changing anything up. I'm seeing trending downward at this point, which means I've got to change things up. Now, that's one of the reasons why I have gone heavy on whatnot. I'm running out of room in the house, obviously. And I've sold more than 3,000 items on whatnot at this point.
Wow.
You couldn't tell it by looking at my living room.
No.
And that's part of the problem as well, is I do enjoy sourcing. But if I could sit there and source, and again, $9.50 into $77 isn't incredible. But what about if you did that for that show by a multiple of 10, and I spent $100 and I turned it into $700 overnight?
There you go.
And then I went back the next day and I did the same thing. Suddenly I'm in the profit just off of that, let alone a few other things that, maybe this does go better on Etsy. Maybe this does go better on eBay, because not everything is set up to sell on whatnot. Some things are selling better on eBay or Etsy or whatever. But I definitely have to be proactive. And the other situation that I see is, I don't know if you're aware of this, Mr. Magazine, but I'm retiring in a 25 weeks, 2 days.
No, really. Who would know that?
And I feel that I'm going to be sourcing more because I do enjoy sourcing.
That's good.
And
you got to be happy with what you're doing.
Well, and now I take a look and I'll see an okay estate sale. And it'll be a Thursday, Friday estate sale. And I'll look and I'll say, oh, my day job doesn't have me anywhere near it on Thursday. Let me think about Friday. And then Friday comes and I'm finally getting back from my day job at 1 o'clock. And I'm like, all the good stuff's probably gone already. It's not worth it. So I don't even go.
Yeah.
When I'm retired, middle of Thursday, get Mrs. Paper going and say, hey, let's go out to lunch and let's go hit the sale.
Yeah.
So I'll be buying even more.
Well, I was going to say it's a good thing, because now you have more outlets for what you can buy, more things you would buy. When you might have just said, hey, a year ago or 2 years ago, I'm looking for high-end books that are 20 to 200. Now you're going to look for the cheaper books as well. So if it's a bad estate sale or a flea market, wherever you're going, they don't have the high-end stuff. Well, now you know you can make money off the
right. Yeah,
not crap, but the lesser stuff.
You're right. I'm there anyway, and they've got some $10 books or $15 books for $1 that I know that, oh, so-and-so buys this book, so-and-so likes this book, so-and-so likes this.
Yeah.
I'm out there and I spend $15 and I turn it into $100 when I'm out there anyway.
Right.
For stuff, pays for lunch, basically is what it comes down to. Whereas either I wouldn't have bought it, or if the deal was really good, I would have bought it. And when am I ever going to get it listed on eBay or Amazon or whatever? Because it is faster to list it on whatnot.
Sure.
I will still have Death Pile. No, excuse me, in 2024. I believe I will as well. 1 p.m. on a Friday. Sounds like you're already retired.
Yep.
Don't tell my boss. But so one of the things that I'm going to be changing, I know Whatnot has Marketplace now.
Yep.
So I'm going to be looking into that, figuring out what sells on that site, on the Marketplace thing. Now, I guess some people got some emails on some items that were more than 150 days old that they were being warned about, that, hey, I guess Whatnot doesn't want people to have 20,000 item stores with nothing selling out of them.
Yeah, that's the one problem I would have with that,
Yeah, so, but I'm going to have to look into that a little bit as well. Backstock.
What do they want you to do? Just ends after a certain point?
They want you to, I guess, pull it down and jazz up the listing, or put it with some other stuff and relist it, or something other like that.
They should allow you to put them on sale then, or something. Just change the price, whatever.
Yeah, I have to learn on that a little bit. But again, I will be doing that. So I'm going to be doing Marketplace. More Amazon listing. I may try something like Hip Comics because I've got 5,000 comics sitting back behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Or am I going to list them at? What am I going to do with them?
Yeah.
Who knows? I've got to get rid of some of the stuff as well. So I guess my point is start looking forward to 2024. Now, for me, obviously, with the retirement looming, I've got big changes ahead. But even if I didn't, I would definitely have to change something because sales this year are, especially on eBay, are down considerably from last year, which are down considerably from the year before.
Mm-hmm.
What's 2024 going to be like? Do you have faith and confidence in eBay and their search and their ability to draw new buyers?
None whatsoever. And it seems like they don't give a crap anyway. So like, why even waste your time?
I've actually thought about something like that, Karen. Guaranteed value $500 and, it's $100 or whatever, guaranteed $1,000 value for $150. I mean, we certainly could do that.
Yeah.
I've certainly got the stuff out in the garage for it. There's a lot of different things that I've thought about. And another thing that I will definitely be doing is I will be sorting out my collection after I retire and selling my doubles off, which should generate some money as well, because I don't know what the heck I've got up there. Let's be honest. I'm at a sale. I'm at a sale and I see a decent book for a good price. I buy it and I put it up there because I'm like, I don't know. Is it better grade than mine? I don't know. So it's good though. Everybody out there is talking and having a lot of good ideas because again, you sit down and you got to come up with the ideas as opposed to being the first of the year and then you suddenly saying, oh, geez, I got to change things up. So if you start thinking about it now, start working backstage on implementing these ideas. Don't go live with them. Don't do them. Because again, our first focus right now is Christmas, obviously. But have it backstage, be doing what you need to do. Like, let's say that you all of a sudden said, which you do already, but you all of a sudden said, gee, I've got all these records that I haven't listed. Well, start buying the record supplies. Start doing all that stuff. So you're all set to go and hit the ground running after the Christmas season's over, as opposed to listing them and then going, how am I going to ship these out?
True.
And don't buy record boxes from the guy that I bought them from with 98.1% positive. Receive a gold watch for his years of faithful service. No. Short answer, no. I won't even get a toaster. I get more if I open up a bank account. Good evening, Flying Disc.
How's it going?
All right, we're going to head on into the rambling story of the week.
All right, it's kind of a customer issue, but I have a text here. So he's even a long time customer. He's been coming to me for about a year now, selling me hockey cards.
Oh, this guy. Okay, in person.
Yep, and I'm not a big hockey seller, even for cards. Really, if you think, well, I'm not a big card. I've been collecting cards and some for years, but as far as the reselling online and stuff, it's a 1% of my sales, if that. So I try not to get too involved with the ups and downs of, sports cards. This card's 5,000, 10,000, especially hockey. But what happens is no one in Rochester is buying hockey cards. So he'd come to me with, say $500 in hockey cards would be a couple of them would be high end, couple $100 cards, a bunch of 20s and 50s, and then a bunch of cheap stuff. And originally he wanted 50%. I would say like 45. And then he would keep because no one else wanted them. So then I got down to 40%. I'm like, honestly, 40% is fair because I don't sell my stuff for full price because I'm not a card guy on eBay. So I was giving him 40% for months and months and months. So he texts me one night and says, I just pulled this in a break. It's a $1,500 hockey card. And I don't even know who the guy is. I don't know if it's a one of one. And he had some other cards to throw along with it. And he wanted $700. And I said, honestly, I'll give you 600. I mean, it's very volatile. I'll end up selling that card for 1,000 after fees, whatever. I don't know what I'm going to do. So he wanted 650. I said, no, not really right now. Things are too slow. So, if he wanted 700 firm, I may have done it, but he didn't give me the opportunity. So a couple of days go by. And then I said, hey, whatever happened with that card? You wanted 700 for it. He goes, oh, I sold it to that great guy that pays more money than you on the higher end stuff. I said, oh, really? So then he wanted to sell me a bunch of crap again. So this is my response to him when he wanted to sell me this crap that no one else wants. I told him, I'm going to pass, but to be honest, I'm a little bitter. When I offered you $650, you should have responded, no, I have to get 700. Then you'd give me the opportunity to pay 700 or say no. Instead, you took it elsewhere to someone who won't buy any of your lesser cards like I do. So this was his response. Now, mind you, I've spent thousands of dollars with this guy on stuff that no one in Rochester wants. He said, okay, I wasn't going to say something, but for how long have you been only giving people only 40% value for products? Some emoji with a guy thinking or whatever. and been making ridiculous amount of money off them,
Wow.
including me, while everyone else gives 60% or higher and still doing fine. While you drive around a Mercedes McLaren sick-ass car, by the way, and pretty much robbing people so you can get rich. If you want to sell cards better, go on Whatnot with your employees and make bank that way. 40% is nothing for us to make money on, just saying. Take it as you want. I'm just expressing my feelings. Well, if everyone else is paying 60%, how come he keeps coming to me for 40%?
Because he knows you got bills for that Mercedes McLaren.
Or I'm one
Does
of the few
Mercedes
that-
make a McLaren?
No, he doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Oh, all right.
It's an AMG. Get it right. But
AMC?
anyways, AMG
Oh.
GT. But anyways, the point is they're not buying that stuff. That guy only bought that one time because he had the good card to go along with it. So now, basically, every time he's at hockey cards that are the lesser, $20, $50, $100 cards, he has no one to sell them to. And so now he's got to do the work, sell them on eBay or take less from someone else. And, and I'm happy because now I don't have to deal with the crap. Because most of the time, the stuff doesn't sell for anywhere near what, the percentage I pay on it.
You make a little bit of money, but not worth it for all the time.
I'm certainly not robbing people. I've been doing this 35 years now, and pretty much a lot of people have been happy. So,
or maybe he's going to go over to Whatnot and make bank.
Good. Hopefully he does, yeah. Well, and he's saying 40% isn't enough for him. He needs to make 40%.
Wow, Paul Carl made that, which hopefully everybody saw his videos and hit the like button and subscribed over to Paul Carl. Same revenue, 90 listings I was doing. Well, to be honest with you, I think I might be doing the same revenue with
Whatnot.
And given that Popeye's last time he was here, it sold one item with 27,000 listed. Makes sense. Really more geared toward live and thinking getting back into lives. Not sure. There you go. Unfortunately, I'm not a live type of guy, so I'll be grinding and hopefully adding a few other revenue streams.
There you go. Sounds good.
Yep, that's what you all got to do. More revenue streams, because that way, if one goes slow, there you go, drama.
Okay, true.
Save the drama for your mama. Isn't that what they say nowadays? These kids. It's more than fair with deals. There you go.
And like I said, he's been dealing with me for over a year now, and all of a sudden now I'm not fair. I mean, come on.
Just don't bring him Jar Jar Brinks
truck, and don't bring him Jar Jar Binks in a Brinks truck, right?
$30 is my minimum list price, except for some $5 singles. Okay,
cool. Good. Yeah.
All right, everybody, it was a really fun show. I will right after the show get that link up for the Kickstarter. Do check out my Whatnots. Shameless plug here. If you like holidays, and who doesn't, Monday over on Whatnot, 4 p.m., all holiday books. That's right. Some nice Halloween books, a lot of Christmas books. You're going to absolutely love that. Tuesday's a nice ephemera auction. Wednesday and Thursday, religious books, old religious books, some great religious books. So you definitely will enjoy that. And I have an ephemera auction coming up that's all holidays as well. And that's already posted. A lot of nice Halloween and Christmas stuff up for that as well. So definitely do go over to Whatnot. Show Mr. Magazine how great that site can be. We actually have a link. Shameless plug. We have a link. If you've never tried it before, click on that link and you can head on over to Whatnot. And I think they give you like $10 to spend, and you can spend it with yours truly. I would certainly appreciate it. But do check out the site. If I'm going to be pivoting 75% of my business onto it, you probably should take a look at it, because if I think it's a good thing, maybe it'll work for you and maybe it won't, but at least be aware of it. And Mr. Magazine is not a huge fan of it, but he's at least aware of it.
Yeah.
And at some point may even go over that way as well a little bit. I may be able to convince him to come over to the dark side. So hit the like button if you could. What are you going to do? I won't in 25 weeks, 2 days or so, I've heard.
Yeah, that's it. That's his life.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Don. I do appreciate it. And thanks, everybody. And we will see you next video.
All right. Take care.
And
Bye-bye.
smash the like button.
You got it.